Okay, I'm on my son's phone. Well, it's my phone now. He's traded with me, and I'm just getting used to the camera. It shows a huge picture until I push record, and then it like zooms in. So I'm having trouble figuring out where I need to put it. Anyway, I don't really feel like painting today. We had an awesome Thanksgiving, and thank you for the people who commented Happy Thanksgiving to me. I appreciate that. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving with your families. We had, all my boys were here, and we had a good time. My son's new wife brought her sister also, and because she didn't have anywhere to go this year, so she came with them, and it was nice having her. So anyway, didn't feel like painting today, but I do want to show you the progress I've made on little Kimberly and Logan thus far. My voice is not what it could be. I'm still sickly, so let me get Kimberly right here, and I will show you. There's where we started with the bare vinyl, and I'm making them pretty much exactly the same for the most part. Their coloring is going to be just alike. It's going to be Caucasian babies, and we're doing pretty well. They have, let's see, I can't remember how many layers of modeling. I think they've had 2 layers of modeling, a blue layer and a red layer, I'm pretty sure. But it's coming out. It's coming out pretty good. I want to do a burnt umber wash to see, excuse me, what that'll bring out. And they've had 1 layer of creases done, just so the modeling doesn't look, it looks weird if you keep modeling and you don't do anything in the creases. They're just white. So they look really pale. So I always, whatever modeling color I'm using, it's best to do the creases and then the model color, because when you get the model first, you might mess some of it up while you're doing the creases. So I like to do the creases and then the model. And I like to do a couple, 2 or 3 layers of modeling before I put it in the oven. But it just depends. If I've got something really good going on, I don't want to mess up, then I'll bake it. But for the most part, if you wait for it to flash off really well, because with modeling, you're just touching it, so you're not likely to disturb what's underneath, with your next layer, if it's really dry underneath the first layer. I don't know, I'm confusing. So anywho, there's where we are so far with our little sweeties. I am loving them, and the paint is going on these skits like a dream. Aside from that issue with, the edge of the ears and whatnot, there's a lot of kits that seem to have that issue. I don't know. I just keep touching them lightly, with a little extra. Each time I paint, I just put a little extra in those areas, and it'll eventually take hold. Let's see if we can compare Kimberly's arm to Logan's arm. She's quite a bit bigger, as you see. He's going to be a good deal smaller than her, but no less adorable. They are the cutest little things. I love the Realborns. I'm not crazy about all of them, but I find, so crazy, I find that I can look at one and be like, no thank you, don't want it, I don't, just, all babies are cute in one way or another, but, some of them you just don't, it don't strike you as something you want. And then, I don't know, a few months later, I go, man, I didn't think I liked that baby, but it's pretty cute. And then you want it. That's how it was with Owen. When Owen first came out, I was like, no, that's okay, I'll pass on that one. And then just, for some reason, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I just wanted him. And now that I have him, I want to keep him as my keeper baby. I've had him a while, bald, and now I just put hair. Oh, I didn't show you his hair. Hang on. Okay, keep in mind that his head is not attached to his body, but how sweet is he? How sweet is my little Owen? I named him Kixon, and I made him very pale. He has veins and he has mottling, but it's very pale. And one of my granddaughters is just white as a lily. I mean, she's so pale and see-through. I mean, so I kind of sort of made him like her skin tone a little bit. Little fat legs. He's so cute. So there he is, and his hair's not all the way done. I've rooted it very sparsely on the edges and a little more on top. It's not been fixed or styled or anything. I'm going to take his head off so you can see it a little better. Aw, I hate to. He's sweet. He's precious. I just hate that. Just hate it. So he's got bed head right now. He hasn't been brushed and anything. I guess we could brush it a little bit and you can see it looking a little bit better. So, oh, and I've rooted his eyelashes and they're not trimmed. So that's how they look with the hair all hanging down. So I'm going to spray it a little. I've got a little spot I need to go back and re-root because it took me a very long time to get him done. Because I just worked on him a little bit at work here and there. And so he did a lot of rolling around in my bowl, the bowl I used to root. And I've rubbed a little bit of hair loose. It's, of course, you know, it's loose, a little loose when you first do it before you get able to glue it down. And so this is how I just wet their head pretty good. You don't necessarily want it dripping, but and you just, I just use a big fluffy, I think this might be called a scumbler. Let me see if it's got a name on it. Scruffy. I think some people call it a scumbler, but anyway. And you see really frizzy hair becomes really nice hair real quick. So it's rooted directionally, and in the back all his hair goes to the side. It swirls around this way. Way. Get it going the right direction for you. It all swirls this way and it goes down at the bottom. It's been trimmed a little, but not his final trim. He's still a work in progress, so keep that in mind. And it's very sparse in these areas, then more on top. So here's where it has come, not too bad, but it's kind of rubbed off in that spot where I wallowed him I wallowed him too much in the bowl, and that'll happen sometimes. So he's got a pretty little good little area that needs to be gone back over right there. And it won't take me but just, 2 seconds, and I'll have him finished. So. I love this sparse, oh my gosh, I love it. So what I do when I root, let me see if I can find my little pattern here. I draw the pattern on first with a Prisma pencil, and I bake it just a little bit so that it doesn't come off while I'm rooting. Then when I'm rooting, I have that nice pattern that's right there, and I don't have to keep redrawing it. It just stays there. Get this going the right way. Sorry, I can't talk and concentrate. Here we go. There's his little swirl area. Boop. Okay. The front of his hair. In the front, I just made it all to just go straight down so that it can kind of foof up into a little mohawk, faux hawk, or whatever, I still got to make it a little bit shorter, and it's a tiny bit curly. This hair is a little bit wavy, so it can wave into a little mohawk really easily. Make a little curl down the top of his head. That little hairdo was so popular, like say when I was a baby. That was real popular to do, to make the baby's hair in a little, all the way down their head. And he does it really well. See, I left this part really sparse. This is a section I have to reroute. See, it needs to match this side. I want it sparse, but I need to fill in this. As I say, he's a work in progress. He's almost done. I wanted it back pretty far, and then as I was rooting it, I decided I wanted just a little bit more right here. So I need to go back and match that side. So I can make a little. I'm being very gentle because this hair's not been glued on the inside of his head yet. And I don't advocate doing a whole lot of brushing until you get that glued. But you see the little curl? Cute. He could be a girl baby very easily this way. And I've seen Owen done as a girl, and he's very cute. So that's one way. And another way is if you just comb it all down. And he'll look a little more boyish, I think, with it all just combed down. But it just depends on, you know, what you want. But I just wanted it to be a little bit fuller up here than it is on the sides and in the back. So we'll figure this part out, but there's what we've got so far. And then here's the area that I'm going to fill in here and here, so it'll match this side. So he's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I'm not a fan of this wavy hair as much as some of the more straighter kinds I've had. I can't remember what kind of hair this is. I'd have to look. But you see how straight you can get it when you cut it really short. So it's just when you leave it a little bit longer that it has that curl. And I can slick it down really wet and it'll stay. So if I want it straight, I can still force it to be straight. So cute. So cute, so cute. So there's him. Almost done. Almost. But he's so cute on his little body. I love him. I didn't like that sculpt, but now I love it. Silly. I should trim his lashes while I'm sitting here. It's silly how you don't like them, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need to have that one. I don't know. This light's in a weird spot. Better. I'm going to insert a video right here that I just made before I did what little makeup I did this morning. I didn't do hardly any. But I made a little quick video after I got out of the shower of my new phone, my new old phone, Aspen's old phone, but it's got a cracked screen. The screen has like almost looks like a bullet hole, just like boop, and then a spider webs out from it, and you can't really tell at all when the screen's on. It's almost invisible, but when the screen's off, then it's pretty pronounced. But it doesn't hurt any of the functionality of the phone. He's used it like this for a long time, but he decided he wanted that Google Pixel, so he got that, and he always gives me his old phone. So I'm inserting the video. I tried to show you the spots that were broke in the mirror, but I don't think I succeeded. I think I succeeded in giving people nausea, probably, because I was moving it around so much. But I thought maybe some of you that are tech savvy can tell me what kind of screen protector I can put over this so I can keep from breaking it any further, because I drop my phone so much and it snags. My cleaning cloth snags in the little broken spots, and I don't want to mess it up, because I also habitually clean my screen. So we got to fix this problem. Good morning. I'm using my, new phone. My son, every time he gets a new phone, I get his old phone, and I'm a little hoarse this morning, I'm sorry. Still sick. It's been, 3 weeks? I can't get over it. Anyway, the reason I'm sitting here in front of my makeup mirror with this brilliant light shine on me is because, and I'm a little horrified by my face, but The reason is because I know some of you that watch me are tech savvy, and I want to ask you the best screen protector I can get for this phone. He works in automotive manufacturing plant, and he dropped his phone at work and hit it on some big metal thing. But anyway, it's the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. So it's got that curved edge. Well, of course, the screen is demolished, but you can't even tell when the screen is on, and you can't tell that much when it's off. But it does have some pretty good places that are cracked and almost looks like it's been shot with a bullet, like it's got kind of like a bullet hole. Well, I wanted to get in front of this bright light. What the heck? That dog is crazy. Anyway, I wanted to get in front of this bright light and this mirror because I want to be able to show you the cracks. And I looked online, and I looked at all these different screen protectors, and they all say, of course, they're the best and greatest. And then you look at something else and it says that one only protects from smudges. So I want something that's going to stick on here and not let it break further. Plus, I use like a glass cleaning cloth, a shining cloth thing, like microfiber, that kind of stuff. And it kind of catches on the spots where the breaks are. So I want to put a cover on there because I cannot stand this smudgy screen. I need a cover really bad. A case. A cover for the glass part and a case for the whole phone because I can't deal with all these smudges. It's making me crazy. So anyway, I want you to see these cracks. And I want to see if I can show you. I can see what you're seeing. I don't know if I can get the light in the right spot for you to see or not. Gosh, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's see. Okay. Why can't I do this? Okay. Can you see? Are you able to see that? I don't know. The place is right here, but I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can see it. Gosh, I'm making myself dizzy. Well, I'm not thinking that you could even see that. I thought if I looked in a mirror with it, you'd be able to see, but anyway, it's pretty significant. When the screen is off, you can see it pretty good. It's just like a round little spot, and then, you know, spider webbing light goes out from it. But anyway, I said all that and made you seasick to say, what do y'all recommend is the best protector I can get to put on this crazy curved screen? There we go, I said it. Anyway, leave comments below because I'm going to be ordering one. I'll probably order it on Amazon. I feel like I probably can get a better deal there than anywhere else. Maybe, but, you know, y'all may tell me differently. But let me know so I can get a protector for this because I drop my phone a lot, and I know I'm gonna destroy this thing if I don't get something on it right away. Okay, thanks. Anyway, I may or may not add anything to this video, so in case I don't, I'm gonna say goodbye now, just so I don't have to go back and add an outro later. But I'm not feeling great today. Of course, I ate too much and didn't even eat that much, but I've been on that keto eating stuff so long, I think all this crap that I ate has just made me go haywire. So anyway, I'm gonna go, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, where do I go from here? I don't feel good. I do have to work, so I'm gonna go to work, and then I'll be on vacation starting tomorrow, so hopefully I will feel good and can get Kimberly and Logan done. I really, really, really would love to push myself to get both of them done this week. I don't see it happening because I'm so slow, and well, I probably wouldn't be as slow if I was motivated, but I'm not motivated to do it. because I got that deadline, you know, and when I'm working on a deadline, it's like, oh, this is supposed to be fun. I'm not supposed to be having to, you know, push myself. So anyway, it's a hobby, not a job, so I'm going to see how it goes. But also, while I'm off, I want to try to figure out what I'm going to do to decorate my table for this craft show. It's a 4-foot by 8-foot table. If any of you live nearby, I'm going to plug it again. It's December 10th in Richmond, Kentucky. Christmas Blessings is what it's called. You can Google that and find out where it is, because I can't remember at the moment. But it's from, I want to say 10 to 5. 10 to 4. 10 to 4, I believe. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 hours, 10 to 4. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing this table. I don't know. It's 4 by 8, so I will have probably 3 babies and maybe 5 if I have these done, but not all those will be for sale, but I want people to be able to just, you know, see a little sample of my work. I'll get Kixon's head back on him and have him ready to put out there, and so anybody who's really good at that sort of thing, aesthetic wise, give me some ideas. I think I want to make just a black tablecloth over the whole thing. I thought I was done talking, but apparently I'm not. I have just a black sheet. It's brand new, and I thought I would cover the table with the sheet. I don't know how much it'll cover, but it's a twin size sheet. And then the babies, I want to nestle them all in like a nest of some sort with like white fur. So it'll be black with white fur, and then they'll be dressed in Christmassy outfits. And I thought, well, I think that'd be cute, because I want them on something solid so it doesn't interfere, you know, with them or their coloring. And I thought, well, if they're on a white or black background, it's gonna give their color a chance to pop. You know, I don't want to lay them on red or, you know, whatever, because it's gonna take away from their skin tone. So that's what I have in mind. And then I've got these little cute bookmarks and little bags of reindeer food that I'm going to put at the table, just because it costed me a certain amount of money to get the table, and I want to try to make that money back, because I don't really look to sell a baby at a craft fair, but I might. Never know. I got a square card reader just in case somebody wants to use a credit card to buy a baby while we're there. So I've got to gather up, you know, birth certificates and all that kind of stuff and get that stuff ready. So I feel overwhelmed, and maybe that's what's making me sick. It's all this overwhelmedness. But anyway, so, you know, y'all give me some ideas of what I can do for this tablescape, and I'll see y'all later. Probably see you again tomorrow. Bye, y'all.